Okay, recording now. Good morning, happy Friday, happy day after day after. Um, let's start new. Let's start about planning. Planners, daily planners, planning, journals, art journals. Let's do the whole schmear. Okay. Um, let's see. All right, we've got. Okay. Oh, this thing's flashing at me. Hang on a second. Now what? Seems to be okay. I don't see anything wrong. Okay, I'm going to ignore that too. Okay, so I'm recording for the first time on my new laptop. It's my Christmas present. Didn't intend to be a Christmas present, but it turned out that way. It got here kind of late. So, but it's a new HP laptop. Yay! And so far, so good. Everything is working. I'm trying to get used to it, you know. And of course, this is my first time streaming from it, so, and then the new broadcaster thing wants to pop up and wouldn't let me do the other thing, so we'll just go with it. Yeah, so Ustream is going to be deleting videos older than 30 days, so if there's anything that I haven't already uploaded to YouTube that you want, you know, now's the time to watch or download or whatever you're going to do. And from now on, I'm going to be putting the streams up on YouTube until they tell me I can't. So we'll go with that for now and see what the future holds later. All right, so what you're looking at here is some past journaling. In 2006 is when I really started journaling pretty well and had a lot of fun with it. I love this format, and this is, of course, is one of those notebooks. What do you call these things again? Composition books, yeah. That I started using. And I had a lot of fun playing around in this. I had photos. I printed out photos after I got home, and I kind of made notes as I went along on my trip, and then put everything in here, right? So I really like this format. So what has been happening recently, I have tried, you know, doing different things and experimenting with different ways to journal. Now, I like to write a lot. As you can see, the page is covered with writing. I really like to write. I love to sketch, I love to doodle, but I really like to have a lot of writing in my journals. So this is really the first one that when I really, you know, started journaling. I didn't know anything about art journals, you know, at the first, and I started using Moleskina's as well after that. And then I found out it was called art journaling. Most of what I was doing was sketching. It's called art journaling. I said, oh, this is cool. So I've kind of evolved into different ways of doing it, but I really want to go back to what I call my roots of journaling, because this is my favorite way to journal, where I have everything written down. I have dates, I have special things that happen, I have pictures, I have sketches, I have, you know, doodles, whatever. Everything all in one place. I really like that idea. And recently everybody's been talking about, you know, planners, because it's the end of the year and, you know, we do this kind of thing, right? So what I'm thinking is I'm going to briefly go through some of my journals so you can get some ideas. And as I'm going through, I'm going to be thinking to myself what I want to put in my new journal. So I'm going to go along with the Documented Life project that is being started by Robin Marie Smith and Lorraine Bell. Okay, this has been on my mind. I get Robin Marie's newsletter and whatnot, and when I first saw that, I didn't have time to go look at it, and I didn't really read it until yesterday. And of course, Dee Dee had streamed, and she was talking about making a gigantic Midori or something anyway with her new journal that smells like a new doll. That was weird, but okay, we'll go with that. Yay, Dee Dee. So what I decided to do was look and see what I already had to start with. And just so happens that I have a Moleskine date book. Now this one is from 2008, but that's okay because the year is not on every page. Okay, so this one just happens to be from 2008, but that's okay because this is the year where we don't have a February 29th. So what the deal is, this one says January 1st is a Tuesday. Well, it's a Wednesday, actually, so everything is off one day until we get to the end of February, where that becomes leveled out because there is no 29th. So March 1st is a Saturday where it's supposed to be for this year. So all I have to do is figure out how to artistically cover up the days of the week until March 1st. And I'm good to go. The rest of the year is on the day. So we're good. Yay. So I've had this, like I said, since 2008, and I never used it. I don't know why. I just didn't. So anyway, we're all good there. So before we get started, Sherry's going to be called away here in a while. So let's talk about the Streamathon for a second. Jen, Ozzy Grand, Jen, is kind of our official, unofficial hostess, sort of. Anyway, she's doing most of the organizing. And I know a lot of people otherwise are helping her, Sherry and everybody. So if you want to know about the Streamathon, which is New Year's Eve, of course, Sherry put up the link there. Go and check out the schedule, who's doing what when, and I think the links to everybody is up there as well. The links to all the websites. Yeah, Facebook group. Okay, good. Thank you, Sherry. Much appreciated. But y'all don't want to miss this now. Watch as much of it as you can. It's a lot of fun. Whole lot of fun. I'm going to be showing you ways to display your ATCs. And I have a book here just full of ATCs that I have made, and so I'm going to be showing you different ways to display them. I'm not going to show you now. I'm going to have a very short stream on New Year's Eve. I had a long one last time, and it was just a little bit much. So we're going to have a short stream, but it's going to be informative, I hope. Yeah, there's the video wall link. That's fun. That's so much fun. So y'all be sure and hang out at the Streamathon as much as you can. It's a lot of fun. There'll be prizes all over the place. Oh, and if you haven't signed up, Jen's blog has where you sign up. I get this little box again. I'm going to say, don't show this message again and go away. Okay. Because I don't see any problem with my quality over here. My computer seems to be doing just fine. Ustream, that figures. Okay, let me see. Where? I'm looking for a tissue. Hold on, guys. My nose is, of course, running. Naturally. Okay, oh, I have to show you guys a Christmas present. I have to show you guys a Christmas present. This is awesome. Are you ready? Watch the screen. This is my chicken. Her name is Charlotte. I love this chicken. She makes me smile. And she's soft and cuddly and fuzzy. She's just, and the wild hair. I don't know what this is made of, but it's wild, I'll tell you. But this is Charlotte. I love this chicken. Oh, she's just so cute. I had to show you. She's just adorable. Okay, so I am going to make my own spinning wheel. Okay. All right. This is the wheel part. And I know you can't really see it, but it's on the axis and it's going to go around. You know how a spinning wheel spins, right? Okay, so these are doorknobs. Okay, so these are the instructions that I'm going to follow, mostly. There's some modifications I'm going to make to this, but these instructions are free on the Interweave Press website, the spinningdaily.com, I believe is how you get there. But this is a free instructions on how to build a spinning wheel. And this is, I love to build things. I mean, all the Kathy Orta stuff is just really piqued my building abilities. And I don't do a lot of woodworking normally, but I do have my own drill press. And so I'm going to give this a shot, and we will see how it pans out. Porterthreads.com. I think his first name is Edward. I'm not real sure about that, so I don't know. But cover the CI from the class notes. What? I don't know. What are you talking about, Eileen? Cover the CI from class note. I don't know. Okay. Anyhow, and then someone else has come up. There's a lot of people have come up with different ideas, but this is where I got the idea for the knobs. This lady here. And if you want any of these links, tweet me and I'll set them up for you. But she's got things that she did, and of course they're on, you know, blog posts and things. So anyway, that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing this weekend, is building the spinning wheel, because I'm taking spinning classes at Fiberfest this year, which is at the end of March in Dallas. And I want to take a wheel with me, but my normal traditional Ashford is way too big. So I'm going to try building a smaller one, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to sit Charlotte in the wheel. There. Okay. Okay, this scarf has got to go. A little warm. Covered the seat. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, I'm not going to repeat that loud. Okay. Eileen, you in the corner already? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me let you look through this for a second to get back to journals now. We're finished talking about spinning. We're going to go into journals. All right. So this was from my trip 2006, my art retreat that I went to in Dallas. And these are just journaling the whole schmear. Of course, I had pictures, you know, at the hotel room, and then pictures of class. We did repoussé, which is basically metal sculpture. Becca Krahula was the teacher. That's her there. And I made notes in the little notebook here. I'll show you in just a second about the class notes. And it goes on to do all of the shopping I did and the trades I did. So basically, in my Michael Domingue class, I was setting up an art display in my hotel room. So I had my own little art show going on. Various stages of the shoe I made. People in the class, some of their shoes. This was a class with Sally Jean Alexander. My first experience with soldering, which will be my last experience with soldering. Me and hot flames, not too good. This was, yeah, let's see, this is my kind of my final art display after class. All the things I had made during classes. I took full classes too, boy. I was booked. Here's some of the trades. There's some ATC trades. Some things in there. And the ant story. About the classroom. Anyway, a lot of writing. Lots and lots of writing. There's a baby bird. Lots of magazine things. Just these are, you know, just things that I liked, things I wanted to remember. You know, a family gathering with the Grands. Just, you know, lots of things. notes to, you know, post-it. I'm the post-it note queen. There are post-it notes everywhere. And I have one of these that is full of post-it notes. Okay, so during class, I was taking notes like this. Set that. Oops. No falling. All right. So during class, I'm taking notes in this. This was a contest piece. This feather here was, I hand beaded that. 2-needle applique. I know you can't, it's not a very good picture, but this feather here, 2-needle applique with size 13 Charlotte beads onto a piece of suede and applique onto a felt beret. That was the contest thing that they had. Anyway, so I'm taking notes all during class. Of course, later I added pictures, but I did, you know, doodles and took notes and, you know, all of this kind of thing as I was going through class, because I wanted to make sure I had somewhere that was one spot to write everything. And so that's what this little book is all about. There's my shoe. Come on, there we go. Sally Jean and projects and her card and all of that, and more pictures. Some of these are duplicates from what's in the journal, but that's okay because this is a book unto itself about the retreat. Lots of fun, lots of fun. And then, of course, going home. So that was that. That's another form of journaling I like to do. Now, when I get to the Moleskine, okay, here's a Moleskine. I like the hardcover Moleskines best. This is the sketchbook one because it has the thick paper. Okay, so I'm starting out. You know, daily life. Okay, daily life. The car alarm across the street would not stop. I had to call the police. I mean, the stupid thing just kept going off for hours. And lots of writing, tiny, tiny journaling. I love lots of writing. Sketches and color pencil, doodling on magazine thing, you know, something just sitting around the house. There's a lamp on the table with candles. Lots of writing. I love, love, love to write. But see how I'm combining the drawings and painting. This is watercolor pencil, and I used a water brush. This was a leaf. I laminated it to the page with packing tape. I tried to stamp with a feather. I mean, these are just, you know, you're playing around. I didn't even know this was called art journaling. So, hey, fun. A class I took, I'm not very good with people, you know, drawing people, so I took a class. Pomegranate tree while I was waiting for my husband. I drew that. This was some food that we had during class. A horse is sticking its head out of the horse trailer going down the highway. I mean, there's just, you know, just lots and lots of what was I thinking about, things I like, you know. This is just moving things out of the bedroom so we could lay carpet. I mean, there's just, oh, this was a sketch for a photograph I wanted to do of my grandgirls. I wanted to have them all sit on a bench and hold hands behind each other so that it looked like their arms were braided or something. I saw that somewhere, and so I sketched it out, and I never did that. I completely forgot. One thing I need to do is go back into my journals and look at them again. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, so, oh, Christmas lists. I have to write things down, you know, Christmas list, doodling. I was waiting for somebody, so I was doodling. And just shapes and just, you know, different things, just da-da-da-da-da. My mom and my cousin. Oh, we had ice cream. This was before I got diagnosed with diabetes, so, you know, don't say, you shouldn't do that. No, this was before, before I had diabetes. DQ ice cream. I left this marker in here for some reason. Oh, this is a pattern. I wrote a pattern. That's what that is. So I do all kind. I mean, if there's sketches for things, there's patterns. If I write things down, you know, if something happens. Okay, this says cold front through a stencil. Okay. Now this is something I started to do that I really, really like. I took the whole month and put it on 2 pages. And this I use to highlight anything major, okay, or semi-major, or you know, just daily stuff. Okay, like my husband had a race this day. You know, he ran a marathon. I had a dentist appointment. You know, just, and we baked cookies. I mean, just things that I, you know, would like to remember is I highlight here. I also, in the book, you know, itself, journal about all of these things, right? All of these things. Sketch with pencil, just, you know, I'm standing at the washing machine waiting for it to go off, you know, so I can change it to the dryer, and I'm sitting there, you know. So essentially, the last couple of days, I've been thinking about the way I like to journal. And I really like this month laid out on 2 pages. It lets me write things in, like here was an ice storm, okay? It lets me write these things in, so it's easy to reference when I go back, okay? Easy to reference. Okay, so basically, that's the main thing I want to do, okay? All right, so in these journals, that's kind of what I've done. I've done the 2-page calendar, okay, so what I've gone on the internet, and I've you know, just Google searched, you know, 2014 calendars. So what I'm going to do with this is put it as an insert right before January 1st. Okay, so I've got a page here. So what I'm going to do somehow is lay this in here. So what I might do is glue this side. Okay, that's going to be awkward to write on. So let's think about this for a second. How to put this in here so that I'm not hanging when I'm trying to write on it. I did it on thin paper because this book is already pretty thick. And one of the, let me show you one of the other journals. See how the book is, you know, fat, and I don't want it to get too fat so that it breaks the spine, although I know how to fix it. But I have to think about that, you know. As I'm going through, I have to think about that. So I'm going to trim this page down. And what I've done, I printed it in Windows. Okay, this is Windows. If you double-click your picture, okay, and it's up in the picture viewer thing, you can print from there. And it gives you a menu where you can pick the size that you want. You can do 5x7. Well, I did this 8x10, so that the picture itself is inside the 8x10. This is a 5.5 by 8, 8.5 Moleskine. Okay, so yeah, that's how I got fluffy. Yeah, this is going to be very fluffy. Thank you, Diane, for that reminder. I looked up and started laughing. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to decide if I leave it. Let's see. If I stick it in this way and fold it this way, when I fold it out, it can mostly lay on the table. Or I can take the book on the edge of the table and then still have my writing surface. Or I can use a clipboard. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just made that decision. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it like this so that it folds back over on itself. So I need to trim this edge and that edge. Okay, so I printed it out at 8x10. I'm going to use this edge to stick it into the book, so I need that 1/2 inch that's still there. This one I'm going to trim it down because I don't want that paper. Okay, so I'll take about a 1/2 inch off of that, so I've got a little bit of an outline. And then I'm going to take off the majority of the top. And there's different calendar pages. I mean, there's tons of calendar pages. Hi, Dana. There are just tons and tons of calendar pages. You Google and, you know, I mean, you just take your pick. What did I Google? I Googled free 2014 calendar pages, I think. And it came up with tons. Okay, so I've trimmed my page. And like I said, I've used really thin paper because the book's going to get really fat with the other stuff that goes in there. And as we're following along with the Documented Life Project prompts, I'm sure we're going to get really fluffy. Yeah. Okay, so I want to put this right before, this is January 1st, and I'm going to have to figure out how to cover the days of the week until March 1st, but we're good. So I think I'm going to stick this to the edge and then fold it over on the inside. So let me see how much fold over I need. I have to keep it. Okay, I'm going to trim a little bit more off because I want to keep at least that much. Now, 1/4 of an inch is that much, so it's like a 1/2 of an inch, so like 1/8 of an inch. All right. So let me trim a little bit more off of this edge. I want just enough to put a piece of score tape. Just enough to put a piece of score tape, which is probably about 1/4 of an inch. Maybe a little bit more than that, because I have to have a fold over. Okay, so here's what I've got now. That should do it. I wonder if I should, it would probably be easier to score it on a scoreboard than try to fold it. So let me grab a scoreboard. Oh, here it is. Let me grab a scoreboard and take care of this. So I can put it, let's see, I want it right there, I think. A little awkward here, sorry. I don't want it right there. And I'm going to have to scoot it up a bit. And follow the line. Okay, now that should let me fold over easier. Put this down where it was. Put your tools away, you know where they are. And it's going to have to fold this way. Not exactly straight. This thin paper, okay, doesn't fold exactly straight, but that's all right. We'll work with it like that. Okay, so then I'm going to want a piece of score tape. This is the 1/4 inch. And I'm going to put it on that fold. I'm going to move this for a second. On the fold. Because it's going to fold to the inside. Okay. So then it's going to be stuck down here. And it's going to fold in. And then it's going to fold in. Now I need to trim this a little bit more. Okay. This is all experimentation, you know. There's no measurements here because every one of these printable calendars is going to come out a different size. So you just have to work with it until you get it right. Okay. I love this paper cutter, by the way. It's a Tonic, 6 inches wide, but it's like 12 inches long. It's very cool. Yes. Somebody asked a question. Make 1 inch strip the length of the book, score in half, and add to the book, then add the month in the center of the strip. Oh, yes, that's an excellent idea, Eileen. That would work too. Yes. Don't have to do your, to join, what? Marie, I don't understand your question. I don't understand Marie's question. But Eileen says, okay, Eileen says to take another piece of paper. We're going to use this junk mail. All right, take another piece of paper and It only needs to be an inch on either side. But then you would affix that to the inside of the book, and then you could attach your calendar to that. There's lots of ways to make inserts. Lots and lots of ways. Okay, so what I was after was getting my folds to lay like this, to lay down inside there. That was my plan, so that when it folds out, it goes like this. Folds in, and then it's inside the book. Uh-oh, we fuzzied. Oh dear. Focus, please. Focusing. Come on. Focusing. Not focusing. Come on, camera. Behave. Sorry, guys. There it goes, I think. Oh, man. Okay. There. Maybe. It didn't like the white. That was the problem. It didn't like all the white. I forgot Pandora. Okay, anyway. And then what I was thinking once I stick this down is to take some washi tape. I love washi tape. I have a box of washi tape. Love washi tape. Take the washi tape and put on this side. So it's decorative. It doesn't really need it because of the score tape, but it's decorative, so that would work. You could glue it. You could do whatever you wanted to, but that's how I'm going to do it. Use some of the decorative washi tape. Okay, so that's how I'm going to put that in there. Now, before I glue this in here, what I wanted to do was decorate this somehow. Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the Documented Life project. Yeah. Oh, it's a free workshop. Okay. You don't have to pay. It's just that Lorraine is having a small class to set up the journal to show you exactly how she did it. So you don't have to take that class if you don't want to. And it's called the Documented Life Project. Robin Marie Smith and Lorraine Bell and 3 other ladies are the hostesses, whatever. And it's an online thing, totally an online thing. And what they're going to do is present prompts to follow. And you can follow them or not. I mean, totally up to you. But I don't know exactly what they're going to be showing, but I thought it was an excellent way to start off the new year and to start journaling the way I want to, because I've tried various ways of journaling, and I want to go back to what I started with. I was right on for me in what I was doing. So there's a Facebook link, but if you just Google, thank you, Gina, if you just Google the Documented Life Project, you'll find it. They've got a Flickr group, a Lifebook page. It's on the women's websites, but if you go to Robin Marie Smith's website, which I think is robinmarie.com, just look up Robin Marie and it'll pop right up there. Google is your friend. Yeah, links are open. You're fine, Gina. Oh, what are you going to make us buy, Eileen? Washi tape at Costco. Mitzi said something about that. I have no idea. Don't know anything about that. Apparently there's some washi tape on sale at Costco. Okay. Thank you, Deb. Yes, there's Robin Marie's link. Yes, it is robinmarie.com, and it's ROBENMARIE.com. Yes, not the normal way to spell Robin. It's not with an I, it's with an E. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, but it's a totally free group. It starts the 1st, January 1st. I personally can't wait because I don't know what they're going to do, and I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to come up with. But yeah, Lorraine is hosting a class. It's $12, and it just shows how she set up her journal. that's what it is. And there's pictures. If you go to Robin Marie's website, there are links to pictures of what both of their journals look like. So you can kind of see they put tabs and things in them, and they're going to add papers and whatnot. So I'm just going to, you know, work along with it. I don't think I need a class because I've kind of got an idea of what I want to do anyway from the past. So I'm real excited because I want to get started on this and have everything in one place. This will be my brain because I can't remember stuff. I have CRS really bad. And I have to blame my meds. But yeah, this is it's an exciting project, and I can't wait to get started on it. And apparently a lot of other people too. So, okay, so to continue, anyway, what I was saying, I wanted to decorate this page, this paper, before I stick it in. But you guys can see where I'm going with this. So, I want to put one of these monthly layouts at the front of every page, and having it stuck in even when my okay, so like here's June 30th and here's July 1st. So I think what I will probably do with this is put one on the page and have it flip out to the left instead of to the right. It's just that January just happens to have a blank page in front of it, so I'm going to do it this way. Can't remember stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Swiss cheese for brain. Yeah. Okay, so an alternative to printing out a calendar is I bought, in the past, I bought, let me see if this one has, and I've got one tab in this book. I didn't like them sticking out the side. My tabs are going to go on the top. So let's see if this is the book where I put, oh yes, here's one. Okay, so this is a purchased calendar because at the time I didn't think of going online and printing them out. I mean, my goodness, it's so simple and I didn't even think about it. So I had at first a day timer, kind of, I think they still do day timers, but what is the other thing that they're onto now? They do YouTubes all over the place with this. Oh, I can't think of what the name of it is. A flip? No, can't think. Anyway, it's a new kind of date book, and it's got all kinds of things you put in it, and parts and pieces and all this stuff. So anyway, I had this already, so I decided to fit it in. It fit in perfect. I just trimmed it enough so it would fit in. Filofax, that's it. Yes, Filofax. Filofax. Okay, Filofax. Thank you. Yeah, that. Anyway, day timer, Filofax, these kind of things. You can buy the monthly calendars or the daily or whatever. So I had to start with, when I changed over to the Moleskine, I had a pack of the monthly calendars from the day timer I had been using and was not happy with. So I decided to lay it out like this and put all the, you know, important stuff, or the not important, you know, just things I might want to remember later for some reason or other, like when I bought a rug, or, you know, things like that. I bought a rug. Okay, so anyway, and, you know, stick your Post-it notes in there. And then I started blogging. Okay, this is something I don't like. Okay, I started blogging, and I can't blog and journal, you know, that at the same time, because I've got all the things in 2 different places or more, and it bothers me. I want to have all of my brain, okay, my brain, in one place. So I really don't like doing this, but I was blogging and having fun. It was my first blog, you know, I was really having fun. But I really don't like doing that. Okay, and see, here's all my, we went to Natural Bridge Caverns. I was making a path out of sandpaper and doodling. Yeah, rabbit trail. Learning watercolor pencil, you know, going to the zoo, you know, these things. But I really, really, really liked this layout. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. I hit it right on the nail, hit the nail on the head the first time I was doing it, and I stopped doing it, and I stopped using the Moleskine, and I was doing computer journaling. So now I have 3 years worth of journaling in the computer. Okay, this is bad because it's hard to reference, and if I'm not with electricity, if I'm not at my desktop computer, I don't have it. With these, they're right there on the shelf. I can pull them out anytime. 3 o'clock in the morning if I wake up and I think, oh, what was that thing I saw? Okay, I could just pull one of these off the shelf without turning anything on, and there you go. Okay, so another thing. Somebody sent me this in the mail. Okay, it's just a little calendar, little 2014 calendar, and it doesn't quite fit in here. However, it could be used, but you have to copy it because it's on both sides. So you'd have to copy it and put it in. So you could use something like this if you wanted to, if you didn't want to go online. And I won't use this book as a calendar because it's a separate entity from the journal. Now, what I could do is glue this to the front or make a pocket and stick it in the front. I might think about doing that if I need a separate calendar, but I don't think so. I mean, I could, if I put it in a pocket, I could pull it out and put it in my purse. But there again, I would have to write things down twice. Okay, I'm not willing to do that. I would rather carry this journal. Oh, darn it. We buzzed again. I would rather carry this journal than have to fool with copying things. Okay, I think we got it now. Copying things twice. Or, having one thing but not the other. I know. So this is going to go everywhere with me. Now, I was at a point when I was still using the Moleskine, I was at a point where I carried it everywhere. Everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And I forgot it one time at my mom's. I freaked. I did. I freaked. I called her and said, have you got my journal? Did I leave it there? I couldn't find it, and I left it at her house, and I freaked out totally. I had to go right back and get it. But anyway. This thing, I mean, it's like your brain. It really is. So just, and I'll write anything. I'll write anything in it. It doesn't matter. I'll write anything in it. Okay, and this bookmark, I'm going to put a little charm on the end of it because it gets lost and it creeps up on the inside and it gets in there like this and I can't find it. So I'm going to put a little charm. I'm going to use a little jump ring and put a charm at the end of it. I don't know if there's enough room to make a knot. Well, let's do it right now. Let's see if we can make a knot at the very, very end. Okay, I guess there was. Could do it. Okay, and then right above the knot, I'll put the jump ring in. And if it doesn't stay, I will put it in the knot. But I'm going to put a little charm set on here so that, oh yeah, it just hangs out. That's perfect. So that I can keep track of this bookmark because it keeps creeping back up in here. Welcome back, Sherry. Okay, so, okay, these little things, if y'all are wondering what these are. These were little calendar pages that were set up by two ladies from Seven Gypsies, Paula and, can't remember her name, we'll go on. A few years back, they showed us how to put together a little easel stand from two of the Seven Gypsies book covers. So there's a ribbon, and you put, I put a Tim Holtz knob in there, one of the little, turn it the right way, there you can see the little knobby things from Tim Holtz. I put one of those in there, and the hole, to hold the calendar pages. And so then of course all you do is pull it off and put it in a file, which is what I did because I reused them. Yes, recycle. And this is just decoration and decoration, but the ribbon holds it together. You just, we got two holes, and I think the holes might have already been there. I'm not real sure. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've made this. Anyway, these pages hung on here, like so. And, you know, every month you just, you know, peel it off. So what I did to recycle them was I had put the date, you know, up in one corner, put the month up in one corner. So all I did was went through and, you know, figured out how many days and which day the first fell on, and then just changed the month. I stamped on this paper, on this parchment paper that I had some scraps of, and I just stuck it on there. And so I recycled them twice doing that. It seemed to work out. I don't know why, but it just works out sometimes. And there was a couple places I think that I had to change the 31st, the 30th to a 31st or something. Yeah, see, I put the I had to add a 31st on this one, but that only happened a couple of times. So I don't know why that works out, but it does. It's pretty cool. But I got tired of using these, so I'm doing something else now. I'm using this little, I can put it back in there. Whoops. Okay, so I took some packaging. Okay, this was 7 Gypsies, and this was something else. I don't know. But it had numbers, it had lines. It's really cool. It's a nice background. So I took this, and here's all of my little calendar. I did a little pad of calendar pages, just a little pad where you put your PVC glue on this edge and you let it dry, and then you just peel one off at a time. So that's what I've done all year this year. Here's my December, and I took a little clip, and you can decorate the clip if you want. You can hang charms off it, whatever you want to do. And I just took it and put it inside the little window of this other packaging. Let me see if I can get it so you can see. Yeah, see the little window in packaging. Just stuck it there. I mean, this was so quick and easy. It's just, you know, things that were laying on the desk, literally. And so I've taken all of the months and put them to the back, and I put them in this little clip stand, which was originally for photos probably, but it's a little typewriter. I collect typewriters, and it sits on the desk right, you know, at my eye level just about, and I can quickly look and see, you know, what the date is. I can't write anything on it, but that's okay. I don't need to always write something if I'm looking at a date. Sometimes I just look it up to see what day it is. Okay, so that's just, you know, that's what I've been doing recently is this. Okay, so talked about this. Okay, so using a computer, using Photoshop, or, you know, whatever, you can do your calendar pages any way you like. These can even go in here if you want. If you want just one page quick reference, you can even put something like this in here. And this was a file that the ladies sent. If you sent them an email and asked for it, they sent you the PDF file back, which was very, very nice. Sweet ladies. Very sweet ladies. So that's another option for your calendar. And of course, the book itself has every day. You know, it's got like Tuesday, April 29th. And it just so happens this is going to be Tuesday, April 29th. After February, my days line up. So, let's see what else. Oh, tabs at the top. Okay, tabs, you can use the tab punches. Okay, these are the tab punches. I've got three of these things. I think they might be a little on the large side for what I want, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to use this one. I don't like this one for this, but this one I might use. So what you do with this, again, I'm going to go to the junk mail, something I pulled out of the recycle bin. I like taking these things off. They kind of get in my way. But you want to line it up so your fold is at the top, not the bottom. So you want your fold. Okay, we're going to have to make this smaller. So it'll fit in there. Alright, and I'm going to have to trim the junk mail down just a little, because it needs to fit inside there. Okay, so you slip it in there. All right, and you want the fold just below that punch line. Okay, and hopefully it will stay right there while I punch this. And of course it moved and got crooked, but you get the idea. Okay, what it's going to do. Okay, you get the idea. And then you glue this onto your page, which I would glue that, not like that, like this, so it sticks up. I would glue that onto like the January 1st. Okay. So that's one way to do it. I'll fix that later. I keep trying to put things away as I use them. I'm less messy that way. There's also, I thought about, you know these address label sheets from Avery. Okay, so you get this little 8.5 by 11 thing that fits in your printer, and there's like 30 labels, okay, to a page. Okay, so what you do, now you can stamp or print, you know, like JAN for January on one of these things. Now what I was thinking was cutting it in half. Okay, so let's do a stamp here real quick. Let's do, here I've got my little set. Let's just real quickly do January. Oops, I lost my, is that an A? Oops, I lost the A. They're falling off one by one. I need a new sheet. Where's the J? H-I. Where's the J? I can't find the J. Oh, there it is. They've got it stuck over there. I wonder if I can find it. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. Hopefully that's the J. Yes, that's the J. And these are all lowercase, but you can figure these things out for yourself. You have stamps. Just so happens these will fit, if they're close enough together, will fit across there. They also have bigger labels, so you can, you know, but I don't want my tabs to be that wide, so I want them to be smaller. Okay, so once again, I'm going to go for the junk mail and do a test. Okay, so there's Jan, and it might or might not fit. I'm thinking these have the backs of them are so thick that I can't get them close enough together, so I'm going to do them individually. There's always a way. If you want to do something, there's always a way. All right, so we're going to go with J. Clean that off a little bit. Set him over there. And we're going to go with A. Now I can get it close enough. There, see? Now I've got room. The A and the N. And it just fits right on there. Okay, so move that. So here is my January. Okay, and you know what? I did it upside down because I wanted that. Oh, wait, I can still do this because let me close this before I get it all over my hand. Okay, so what I can do with this now is, okay, I'm going to peel the label off and put it on this other piece and get my scissors, and I'm going to cut this corner so I can cut the label. All right, so what I want the label to do is have the January face up, right? So I'm going to see how much room I want to leave, about 1/4 of an inch to go inside the book. Okay, So I could cut it and stick it together that way, or I can match up the ends. Could also stamp January on the other side. I'm looking through the light so I can match my edges up and cut it straight. Okay, so I'm matching up, and I want to cut it straight across here. Okay, so what I've got now are two curved ends that I'm going to match and stick together. And then I've got this leftover piece I'm going to save and use for something else. So what I'm going to do now is take the January, and on the January page, I think I'm going to use the right-hand pages for this. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the right-hand pages. So I'm going to take the January, and I'm going to put it, well, not too close to the edge, but I want to be able to see it, right? And this might be sticking up a little too far, but I'm going to go with this and we'll see. I can always take it off. And I'm going to match this up best I can, like so. And there's my tab. And of course you can color and decorate, you know, all you want to, but there's my January tab. So that when I close the book, there's January. Ta-da! Okay, so that's one easy way to use something you already have. And I always have these things left over, and then sometimes they're scattered all over the page depending on where I print. So there is my monthly fold out. Okay, my monthly fold out, which can be decorated. I printed it on thin paper because this is going to get very, very fat. Be a fluffy book. Alright, there's my January page. And like I said, you could do January on both sides if you wanted to. I have an even smaller stamp set, so what I might do is make that even smaller. Because for me, I think that's going to stick up just a little bit much. That's a little over ½ an inch, so that's going to stick up a little bit much for me. So I think I'm going to use my smaller alphabet, which is in my travel box, and redo that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off before it sticks too well. See if I can peel it off. Easy, easy, because this paper is really thin, because they had to get lots of pages in here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off, but here's the idea. Neighbors are honking for some reason. Y'all be quiet out there. So that's another way to make a tab. Okay, got that. Okay, so now what I want to do is experiment with this paper. Guys, honking. Rude. So what I want to do is experiment with this paper and see what it'll take. So I've taken out a center page that I'm not going to use, okay? And I'm going to do a little experimenting with gelatos. Whoops, hello. And Neocolor IIs. So let's see what kind of coloring we can get here. I've also got color pencils, of course, color pencil, that you know, that's easy enough. I'm not going to draw or anything, I'm just going to do color swatches. My throat is going a little crazy. Okay, so here's a Neocolor II. Let's do a couple of them. Do a little blending together. And play with that. And then I want to do a couple of gelatos. Let's do some green. Okay, we can see this one's a metallic, so what you do, you can just smear it like that, and it works perfectly. You don't have to do anything to it. Let's try something over here. Let's try this green. Okay, and of course you can, you know, just smear to get color. Okay, now where is my water brush? Ah, good question. Lo and behold, there's a water brush in the water brush holder. What do you know? Okay, so let me get some water going here. Okay, I don't want to make it too wet, so let me grab a paper towel. We usually have them around. There we go. paper towel dab some of the water off. I just wanted a little damp. Okay, so I'm going to go over the Neo 2s. And we'll see what this is going to do. Because this paper is pretty thin, so I'm kind of leery about how wet it can get. Now, see, that's a little too wet, I think. I'm going to, yeah, see, that's not going to do too well. Okay, but I like the idea of smearing gelatos. Let's see what that's going to do. You can use your finger. See, too much water, or any water, basically, is going to be bad. Okay, see how it came through really badly right there. So, okay. Oh, Dana has a good point. She says, don't you find the gelatos hard to write on top of? Well, yeah. Color pencil too, but I don't know, let me see. Let me find my pen. Now, where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Okay, this one and this guy. Okay, so this is a Uniball Vision, okay, and it writes over gelato just fine, even when they're wet. Okay, Uniball Vision. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can. Okay, Uniball Vision. This one is a Zig Memory System pen. It's archival ink. This one also, well, nope. Okay, that one doesn't do so well. Yeah, okay, that one doesn't do so well over this. It writes on almost everything else, though. And this is a Micron brush point. So let's see what it'll do. Okay, Micron does fairly well. It doesn't do so well when it's wet. But it will write over. So, I love Uniball. Just fantastic. Signo is good too. Let me see what the Signo will do, even though it's wet. Let's see. Hello, wake up. No. Okay. It's not going to do it while it's wet. It might when it's dry, but it's not going to do it right now. But yes, there are marks to be made with the various pens. Also, the Brad Pitt pens. Let me grab one out of the holder here. Okay. Yes, these will work too. Yep. Even wet. Very nice. Very nice. So the Faber-Castell Pitt pens will work as well. But I would advise waiting until the paint's dry. And of course there's acrylic paint. Let me grab, oh, I just happen to have some dark red. Let's see what paint does with this paper. Okay, let's just put a little paint there. I didn't shake it up that well enough, but that's okay. And we'll use a plastic card and we'll play with the paint. I think that will do just fine. That will do just fine. Okay, so acrylic paint is a possibility. I would not recommend too much water. That's the only thing. You want a fairly dry color for whatever you do. Gelatos are fun to play with. There was a lady on YouTube. She did like 10 different techniques with the gelatos. I cannot think of her name right now, what her YouTube is, but she did really, really well. Let's see, what else can I think of to use on here? What do I have at hand? Okay, we've done color pencils, we've done the markers. Oh, this is a, what is this? This is the Stabilo All Pen, or All Pencil. Okay, I've got a white one too. Let's see what the white one is. I can't even see it. No, I think it's too wet. But it might work once it's dry. It's just wet. Okay, so the All Pencil will work, the Stabilo Aquarel All pencil. It says all right there. And Amazon does have these. Okay, let's see what else might work. Oh, here's a calligraphy marker. Speedball calligraphy. Yep, works. Works good. And of course a Sharpie's going to work, however, a regular Sharpie is going to go through the paper like crazy. Well, this one's kind of dry. But, you know, the Sharpie will work if this one's kind of old. But more than likely it's going to go through the back. I think it would if it was wetter. If it wasn't so dried out. Let's see what else. Okay, let's try. Let's see, what else is not so wet? I've got that and that and that. Oh, pastel pencils. Let's see what those do. All right, I've got some pastel pencils, and these are Faber-Castell pastel pencils. So let's see. Okay, not so well on the color. They're doing okay on the paint. They do okay on the paper. Of course, they do smear. So you can blend them a little bit. But yeah, they do okay there, but not so well over the gelatos. Okay, so that's out on the gelatos. Oh, here is a gel pen. This is a Signo 207 gel pen. These are what I do my daily writing with. Okay, they're doing all right. They skip a little bit though. Okay, they do very well on the acrylic paint. Okay, so scraping acrylic paint is going to be one of my favorite things, I think. Okay, I'm looking for some other kind of medium to try. I've got a lot of things put away, so... Okay, oh, Tombow markers. Alright, so I've got some Tombow markers. I would pull out a white one, of course. No. Let's go with purple. Okay, so we're going to try this and see how coloring will do. Oh, that'll work great. And it kind of goes over the gelatos, yeah. That'll be alright. Oh yeah, good on the acrylic paint. So, yay. Okay, so Tombow markers. Work on the paper. And we know the big brush markers work. Let me see what I have over here. These are Color Brush Twins from Zig. I don't think they make these anymore, but they're essentially watercolor in pen form. Those tend to go through. Okay. Those bleed through badly. I don't like that at all. Okay, so we won't worry about those Zig ones there. Let me see, what's this? This is, oh, this is a Ranger Adirondack. I know this is going to go through. It just has to, just by its nature. Yeah, it's starting to bleed through a little bit. Okay, so I don't like that as well. Although you could use them. You could use them, and they will write over the gelatos and over the paint. Okay. So if you have those, I've had these a long time and really never known what to do with them. But I might start using them in this book. Let's see, what else have I got up here? Oh, of course, the Sharpie water-based paint pens. Let me see if I can get this to move. I keep forgetting to look at chat, sorry. Contadina K, yes, Dana, that's her. That's it, yes. She has some great bits. Okay, let's see if I can get this little rascal to work. There he goes. See if he's going to go over the gelatos. Yes, he will. So far, so good. And the paint. Yep, goes over the paint. And let me color a serious coloring here. See if it goes through. Nope, looks good. Okay, so you could even use the Sharpie water-based paint markers. I don't know about the oil-based ones. I don't have any of those. So that works as well. Let me see what else have I got in my holder here. Oh, this is a, what is this? This is a chalk ink marker. These I use to write on windows, car, or bathroom, or it washes off. So a chalk ink marker, let's see. I think we're gonna, well, let me get it going here. If I can get it going. Wakey wakey. Let me shake it some more. This one's giving me a little trouble, of course. I'm on camera. Come on. Okay, apparently we're not going to work, but I can't get it to do anything right now. Ah. Annoying. Okay, we're going to quit wasting time with that. So we don't know if that works or not. All right, I have one. Oh, of course it falls nose down into the container. Get back up there. I have one distress marker. It's Picket Fence. Let's see if we can get the Picket Fence to work. Come on, Picket Fence. It's picking up pink. It's not working. These things, I'm not real thrilled with them. Okay, there it goes. It takes a minute for it to come up. Once you get it marking, let's see if it'll mark over here. Not real thrilled with these things. Okay, I can see it a little bit over here, but it's, you know, like I said, it doesn't thrill me. That's why I only have one. It doesn't thrill me. Okay, so you can see it on me better than you can the paper. Okay, so we've got a lot of experimentation going on here. And, okay, I wanted to see how straight I could get washi tape. So I'm going to lay down the washi tape. But first, I'm going to get a piece of my artist tape, my blue tape, and stick down the end. And stick down the other end. I know I'm kind of wasting a little bit, but that's okay, I'm on camera. I don't usually waste, so let's see. I'm usually pretty frugal with my stuff. Alright, so what I would think was lay it in the middle, like so. Press it down, release it, then fold it over. Am I on camera? Yes, okay, good. Fold it over from the center out because it does stretch, so you have to watch that. Okay, and then I'm thinking to use the corner rounder. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but let's try it. Okay, use the corner rounder, and I think I need the 1/4 inch side. Where is my junk mail? Let me test my corner. Yep, that's the one I need. Alright, so let me see if I can... Okay, I'm going to have to trim it straight first to get it in there. It's got to be like a straight corner. Okay, see how I've got it just straight across. It's not torn anymore because it won't fit down in there. So now, there we go. This works quite nicely. There we go. Nice rounded corners. Okay, let's try that again. Make sure that wasn't a fluke. So let's try that again. Okay, that down. That down. Center this. And of course, you'd be more frugal when you're, you know. But I'm on camera, so I'm trying to hurry. And you could take your scissors and go ahead and cut that part straight. Start in the center. Don't stretch it. Don't stretch it. And get the scrap out of the way. And put that down. Okay, that one's already straight, so we're going to cut this one straight. Then we're going to put it in the 1/4 inch side of the crocodile corner rounder. Like so. And yes, that works. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Very nice. Okay, so let me take this experiment we did over here when the letters are too big. Okay, so I want to make this smaller. So I'm going to trim it down. It doesn't have to be even because it's on different sides of the paper. But I think I'm going to like it smaller. And turn it around. You can kind of still see the January, but it's going to be buried because the letters are too big. I'm going to use my smaller set. Yeah, see, that's better. I like it sticking up about 1/4 inch. That's much better. Much, much, much. Okay, and it will be easier to turn pages with this washi tape. This was Lorraine's idea. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now, let me see if I can... these things are a little hard to empty. And I have a pair of tweezers that goes down in there quite nicely. But yeah, love these things. In the basket. All right, close the washi tape. So I have lots of washi tape. But I love this because it's so nice to turn the corners. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to start putting that in the book. Okay, let's see what else can we play with. Let me get this out of here before it sticks to everything, namely my arms. I've covered my work surface with the Ranger craft sheets and the blue tape, the painter's tape. So, and I save and reuse this stuff. I mean, I've got pieces of it sticking on the side of the bookshelf over here. Love that stuff. Okay, so let's see. We've experimented with colors, got the washi tape, got the corners. I know what I'm doing with the tabs. Let me see. Oh, let me find my small set of stamps. I just have to move one basket to get to my box this side. Now let me move my gelatos here. Okay, this is my travel box. Travel art kit. So it's got, let me see, my small stamps should be, it's a little bit messy. They should be over here. Somewhere down here. Oh, here we go. They're at the bottom. Okay, so I've got small blocks, right? And these were dollar sets of stamps. So I've got upper and lower case. Okay, I think this is what I want to do. Use those. And I'm going to leave the blocks in here because I've got other blocks I can use. And I'm just going to throw this stuff back in here. It needs cleaning out anyway. So I'm just going to throw this stuff back in here somehow or other. But it's full. It is full of stuff. Okay. Oh, there's the other. Okay, I knew I had another one. Take a mental inventory. Lose things. Oh, I've also got a date stamp. Okay, it's stuck on the pan. I've got a date stamp. That might come in handy. Okay. Oh, well, now I'm not going to be able to get it back in there. All right, I'll deal with this later. But you guys have seen this before. I've showed you this before. So that's my travel kit. I have everything under the sun in this thing. Love this box. Of course, I can't close it right now, so I'm going to set it down over here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use that set to do the January so I can have my smaller tabs. So now I know how I want to do that. Oh, I highly recommend this experiment. This is nice. Yeah. Barb's poker to get it cleaned out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What else can we do? Okay. Thinking about color. Okay, what about magazine pages? Okay, magazine pages. Okay, my printer paper is really thin. What did I do with that page that I had? What did I do with that page? Hang on. Let me get another piece of paper out of the printer. It's easier. I don't know what I've done with it. But I'm trying to be frugal with my paper when I do test printing. I'll use this thin paper I got at Walmart. You can see right through it. I mean, it's very thin. But I got this at Walmart, and every time I do a test print, I'll use this on, what do you call it? Draft mode. Yeah, so I don't waste ink. Oh, I hate wasting ink. Let's see. I hate wasting anything. I'm always recycling everything. Okay, so this paper is probably thinner than this. That's what I'm thinking. But if you art on this, you can press it dry, press it flat. After it's dry, press it flat, and stick a piece in here. That would work. And then, of course, you could use a corner rounder. So you could art on this paper and then stick it in here. That'd work too. And of course, there's always the insertion where you can take your, well, let me go ahead and trim it. Let me see what the measurement's going to be. Let's measure this puppy and see what we have. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. I'm not on my big cutter. Okay, ruler. All right. Here's my ruler. Let's get the ruler out. And have it going the right way would help. Okay, 8 1/4. Okay, so this page is 8 1/4 by 5 1/8. Okay, that 1/8 inch, that doesn't bother me. It's going to get covered over with the tape anyway if I put washi tape on that. So 8 1/4 is the height. Okay. 8 1/4. All right, so which means 8 1/2 paper. I need to cut off 1/4 inch. Okay, we're just gonna eyeball it here. I don't want to get out the big cutter. It's on the other side of the room. All right, and then I need my 5 and an 8. So I'm gonna do it, I think, just under 5 1/8, and we'll see how that fits in. Ooh, static. We'll see how that fits in. Set that down out of the way. All right, so if I open a page, and I'm going to put this in with washi tape. Okay, so I've got my 8 1/4, just about right. Okay, so I'm going to use the corner rounder again. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch side and do my outside edges, or outside corners. Get that in there. Okay, there's my corner rounding. Okay, I'm going to lay this in and I'm going to close the book. And then I'm going to open it. And I'm going to set something heavy on one side, maybe 2 something heavies on that side. And I'm going to take washi tape. Provided, of course, I can find the end of the washi tape, since I cut it and didn't tear it. Okay. Oh, when you cut it, it's hard to find it. All right. So you want to kind of center it the best you can lengthwise. And I didn't get it all the way, but that's okay. You get the idea. This is just an experiment. All right, just getting ideas down. All right, now I'm going to put that. I'm going to leave that little tail sticking out so I don't lose it again. In case I won't use that again, and I probably will on the other side. So I'm going to mash that down really well. Open it, mash it down. Then I'm going to flip this side, and I'm going to put another piece right here. And I'm using the Christmas one because I'm done with Christmas stuff. Got all my snowflakes. Of course, you can, use the appropriate washi tape for whatever your month you're in. And, hey, typically January might have snowflakes. Alright, now I'm going to trim the tape on the page. I'm good on that end. Alright, so there is my insertion. So now I have inserted a 2-page spread. Alright. So that's something else you can do. You can put this anywhere you want. You can use any paper you want. You can use vellum. Oh, I got fuzzy. Hello. Something to focus. Okay, let me pull the washi tape over here. Does that help? Come on, camera. Come on. Ah. Come on. Hello, hello, hello. Focus, please. Oh, for heaven's sakes. There it goes. My goodness. Let me get a good look at my washi tape. Ooh, that one is pretty as bicycles. That's really exciting. Love that one. So pretty. Okay, I think we're all right now. Okay, let's see. What else could we do? I want to move these guys and put the ruler back on the floor. Okay, let's see. What? Oh, words for the year. Okay, I don't pick words for the year. So one happens to come up, that's fine, but usually not. Okay, something else I might do in this journal is I have this 2-page from December that I would just have to trim and put in. Even though there's just a few days left, I was thinking I might do that. Not sure, but I could. And then I was thinking, could also, this one was from 2012. I never did use it because it just wasn't laid out well for me. So I started gesso. So I'm gessoing and turning it into an art journal, and that's all I've done so far. Just that. So far, that's it. But it's okay. It's here. It's a journal. It's hardcover. Pages are gessoed, some of them, and I can, if I feel like doing, work, I can use the gesso pages. If I don't feel like doing anything but want to do something, I can always gesso pages. So I've got somewhere to go with this, is what I'm saying. I've given myself a prompt, okay, if you will. This is a sewn journal with scraps. This is the remains of the day type thing, okay, where I've got sewn pages. So what you could do is take a 2-page layout like this and insert it into the book, okay? Let me thumb through this real quick so you can kind of see what's going on here. But I've just sewn. I haven't done anything but stitch with this. My year's been crazy, so I get a project started and sometimes it just sits there for a while. Like I haven't picked this up since like May. Just all kinds of scraps. I have a big box full of scraps. All kinds of things like that. So, that. You could add pockets or, whatever. But I've left plenty of space so I can insert stuff. Yeah. So you could do that. Let's see, what else can I think of? Of course, you can always take pages from your other art journals and copy them. Where's my art journals? Oh, here they are. I've been cleaning, so I've kind of moved things around a bit. Okay, so this is the one I can pull up real fast. You can take pages from here. Let me get something that's, well, no, black is not going to work. Let's find something that's got something on it. Okay, here we go. You could take, you know, pages like this, copy them and use those. Cut them up and, you know, make other things out of them. Take backgrounds, copy those, glue those in. And doing it on that thin paper, you know, printing it on the thin paper would be perfect because your book's not going to get too thick, and yet it's going to let you have lots and lots of pages. Okay? Let's see, what else can I think of? I was thinking of all kinds of things last night, and of course I didn't write any of it down. I was getting supplies out as I was thinking, but I didn't get everything. Let's see. See, even in my journals, I got Post-it notes. Even in the art journals. Of course, they all have like song lyrics or, you know, something like that in there. Let me see. Oh, book pages, of course. You can take a text block, you know, decorated text block, put that in, you know, you can insert it. Wallpaper samples. Okay, this is a border print. Okay, I got this at Lowe's, I don't know how long ago. But it was like a border print. But it's wallpaper. You can stick that in. I've made book covers out of this stuff too. And of course you could use, you know, magazines, you know, whatever thing you want to stick in there, you could use. Let's see. Oh, the tabs. I thought about maybe laminating over the tabs with this packing tape. But I'm not sure I want to do that because then I'd have to trim around it, so I don't know. It depends. If it gets too torn up in my purse, I might decide to do that. But I'm going to put on just like a couple tabs to start with, and as I'm carrying around, I'll see if I need to laminate or not. And then I think before I stick them into the actual book, that I'll laminate the tabs and then stick them down. I think it's probably been the easiest way to do it. I think. Let's see, what else? Oh, I was going to show you guys this too. Let me bring it over here so I don't forget. Let's see, what else can we put in here? You know, anything you do in your art journal. I mean, you know, just whatever, you know, whatever you want to do. And like I said, I don't know how they're going to do this, how Robin Marie and Lorraine are going to do this, but I guess we'll have to wait and find out Tuesday. Project Life. You could do Project Life things in here. You could stick your little, some of the Project Life pocket pages, you could cut them down and put in here. You could do that. Let's see, what else can I think of? I'm looking around the room and I'm like, okay, what else? But there's so many things. I mean, you know, so many things. Just so long as you leave yourself, if you like to write, leave yourself room to write. Leave yourself your page, your actual page to write on. The acrylic paint, this particular paint, this is the Americana. Okay, it says Alizarin Crimson, one of my favorites. It has a texture, sort of. It's not slick. Okay, so if you use the card, you can get it on thin enough where it's not, you know, just, you know, scrape it like we were doing in Fluffy. Okay, like we were doing in Fluffy. Just, you know, you could also like crumple the pages and do it that way, just like we did in Fluffy. Okay, just like that. Let's see, what else? Oh, I see questions. What pre-cut plastic shapes that fit the tabs, usually with the punches? Yes, I have, Barb, but they're so expensive. And then you still have to line the darn things up. Knowing me, I get it crooked because I tend to shake every now and again when I haven't eaten. Like now, I need to eat a snack. Actually, what time is it? Oh, it's almost time to go. Okay, so yeah, so with these things, right? They come with these tab punches. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I have some that came with it, but they're a pain and they're expensive. But easy, yeah, really easy. But I'm going to figure out a way to do this. I'm going to figure out a way to do this with the address labels. So we'll see how that goes. Once I figure it out, I'll show you guys. Let's see. Oh, I was wondering, where's my gel pen? Here. Let me see. Okay. Want to see how this pen writes on this paper. Perfect. Okay, so I'll probably still be able to use these pens. This is the Signo Uniball 207. I got these in, I think, a box of 12 or 24 or something at Office Max. They're not very expensive. But you do have to wait for them to dry. That's the only thing. They don't dry quickly. I mean, it's a gel pen. So, I mean, it still smears right now. So it takes a minute for it to dry. Literally a minute for it to dry. So don't lean on it. Now it should be black over here. I do that sometimes. Okay, let me see. What else? Can't think of anything. Okay, so let me show you this other thing here. Oh, I don't want to cover the washi tape that's focusing the camera. Okay, so Tim Holtz on, was it Creative Chemistry? What is that? Onlinecardclasses.com. Okay, so I made this little book. He gives a PDF. I took the next one also. I just haven't done the book yet. But I made it into a little book, and I wanted to show you guys. I just took some of the corrugate. Okay. 8.5 by 11 paper. You print two to a page, and you get booklet. I think maybe it is called booklet. I don't know. But anyway, he gives the whole class in the PDF as well. And so you just glue that onto your covers, and I've stitched it before I glued the covers on. So it's a stitched book. And I just did pamphlet stitch. It's real, real simple. Just 2 holes. Real easy. And you glue that onto your cover. You don't have to trim anything. I mean, it's just like that. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm adding this to my instruction book collection over there. So I've got to do his second one. And I'm also, for the samples, okay, he's come up with, well, he's had these, binder rings for a while. So last CHA, I don't know. Anyway, he's come up with these little binders, okay, that you put the rings into, right? And that these tag pockets, these are awesome. The tags fit right in here. Let me grab a... Oh, okay, I didn't get one. I got the whole thing. All right, so anyway, the tags from your class samples fit in here. Okay, they fit all the way down in there. So you can have your tags. The good thing about this is you can print a label to go on the back of your technique tag, and all you have to do for reference is flip through the book. You don't have to move anything. That is awesome. So I got one for each class to put my samples in, which I haven't done yet. Haven't done them in here yet. But I've got a whole bunch of these things when they were on sale from Joann. So I've got a whole stack. They're called pockets, page pockets for tags. Page pockets, tags. I don't know if there's any other sizes. I don't remember. But anyway, I've got a whole slew of them for both classes. I've got both of the notebook things. I had these already, so I didn't know what to use them for, but I had them already, so we're good there. Oh, bye, Dana. Thanks for coming. So, I want to show you that before I forgot. So that was cool. And once I show it to you, maybe I'll actually do it. It's another reason I showed you the book, because I want to, you know, do the second one. Make sure I get it done. Okay, so me and the chicken Charlotte, thank you very much for coming by. And we will see you New Year's Eve at the Streamathon, if not before. Everybody have a good day, and I'll try to make it to Barb's, if Barb is streaming. Barb, are you streaming? So thanks for coming by, and we'll see ya. I crack myself up sometimes. Thanks, guys. Bye.